Good morning, everybody. It's a little bit of change of scenery today. I set up on the front porch and there was just like a lot of people out there, so I decided to come to the backyard. Got set up on the back porch, and as soon as I got everything set up, hit the record button, the AC unit started. So I decided to come down here underneath our plum tree and got everything set up, went to go get my coffee off the porch, and the AC unit turned off. Anyways, I got a big hole right here, so I'm gonna try not to break my ankle. But Chief's out here with me this morning. This is Chief, my puppy dog. I'm running about 4 hours behind with everything this morning. So bear with me. Got a mosquito on me. I am sitting on towel because everything got soaking wet. It rained last night. But Trey and I stayed up till like after midnight last night watching YouTube videos, mainly music. That's just like kind of what we do. We like all kinds of music. And so last night it was just random things. Normally we watch, you know, our Ghost Adventures and some of the other channels that we watch up on YouTube, but then we got Trey seen a post saying that Lou Bega was going to come out with a new Mambo number 6 or something after quarantine. I don't know how true that is or not. It's just something he's seen. So I was like, oh my gosh, I haven't heard Mambo number 5 in forever. So we decided to look up that on YouTube and was listening to that, and then we got into listening to Latino reggae, and then Spanish rap, and then Scottish drums and bagpipes, and then Irish war music, and Mongolian throat singing, and just all kinds of random stuff all thrown together. It was pretty neat. I didn't know Mongolian throat singing was a thing, but apparently it is, and it's pretty cool actually. It's like a traditional kind of thing. Trey was telling me about it last night, but if you haven't checked it out, you need to check it out. But of course, when I was going to bed, I had like this little speech come about, something that I want to talk about with you guys, and that was like how music has helped me find who I am and helped me be more comfortable with myself, which kind of goes against with why I'm in the backyard this morning, because there's people in the front. So I am still a little, you know, insecure, but it's helping me be more myself. There's a bird in this tree and it just shook water all over me, but it's fine and it's sandy. So Chief, stay over there, Chief. There's people riding bikes in the alley. But so how it has helped me is like, before growing up, I grew up with just mainly country music, and then my sister and my brother's like 9 years and my sister is 11 years older than me, so they grew up in the 80s. And I'm sweating, it is hot outside, and they grew up with, you know, all kinds of different kinds of 80s music, so I did get to listen to a lot of that growing up as well. And then just like some of my friends and what their family listens to and whatnot. So I had a big kind of array, but mainly it was country music, and then, you know, throwing in a little different kinds of genres here and there. But so then as I kind of got older, I've just kind of like, I wouldn't necessarily say that I'm not country, but Chief's in my garden right now. But it's just, I just didn't feel like, I don't know how to explain how what I'm trying to say, but mainly what it boils down to is when I found a genre that kind of coincided with some of, like, I don't know how to explain, it's just like, it's just me. It's I can listen to pretty much any kind of music, but it's oh, rambling, but so like when I'm trying to figure out how to get my words together and figure this out. So like I've listened to all kinds of different kinds of music. Obviously, I just explained that, but it wasn't like it just it's like whenever you listen to a genre or music or something, then you're more apt to associate that kind of into your lifestyle, I feel. So when I would listen to certain kinds of music, and it was like that would kind of become my lifestyle, but it just didn't feel right for me. So when I found, I was actually watching a show on Netflix, and there was this song that I liked. The show was called Rain. I'm into a bunch of like different kinds of like history and documentary and crime TV and all that. And it was a song by the Lumineers, and so I started looking them up and started listening to some of their music, and I really, really liked it. And it just kind of, I don't know, it felt right, and it felt more me than some other music that I've listened to before. Not that I don't like other genres or anything like that. I just, it's like that kind of just feels natural for me, and it's like that lifestyle it just kind of flowed together when I started listening to that a lot more, and it kind of coincides with like our whole Comes Natural ordeal with our blog that I started years ago. It was just talking about like, you know, what comes natural to you to do, you know, whatever it is that is. I'm getting ate up by bugs. So like just being having like that more natural kind of lifestyle is what actually comes natural to me. I know it's not something that everyone is about, and when we had started using that as a message with our blog, it wasn't necessarily that you needed to do more natural things. It was more like, okay, so for example, I had no clue how to apply makeup. I had no clue about any of it. Okay, so obviously that's not something that comes natural to me, so I don't embrace wearing the makeup for myself. Every now and then I'll apply, you know, like mascara, eyeliner, and some lip gloss. But for my niece, it's just like second nature. It just comes right to her. So that's something that comes natural for her. So embrace that. And that's basically what that message was about. And all that. Trey's ready to go. But he's just gonna have to wait. So, and that's kind of how I was trying to say, like, you know, I've kind of how I've more found myself, and it kind of goes back to when I first started listening to, I don't really know what the genre would be that you would call it, maybe indie folk or something, I don't know, but I started listening to it a lot more, and when I started listening to it a lot more, that lifestyle just coincided with me just a lot more. It was more of a natural way of life. It just seemed like it just wasn't put on or forced or, oh well, this or that. It was just like, it just happened. And yeah. So I feel like this conversation has kind of went like our videos did last night. It started in one thing and it went completely down here, and that's kind of how this has went. But it took me a minute to get started on it. Sorry that there was like a whole section of just nothing there, but yeah, so, and that's basically what's kind of helped, you know, get the blog going and everything, was the whole message with the comes natural, what comes naturally to, you know, to live your life as it comes, you know, naturally. And you can take that as literal, you know, live your life a more natural life off the land and whatnot, or you can take it as living more, embracing what just comes natural to you, whether it's, you know, your makeup or gardening, or as for Trey, he started woodworking. That's what the whole splinter shop came about with. And Chief, get over here. He's got his head under the fence, so we're gonna have to hurry up and get this going. But yeah, we're at just over 11 minutes, and so yeah, it was just basically just embrace what came natural to you and just kind of roll with it and be yourself and find out who you are and what it is that you find out what it is, like, I don't know what I'm trying to say there, but yeah, so that's it for this morning. We've got a lot to do, so I gotta go in the house and get ready to go. But I want y'all to stay natural, do what comes natural for you, get out in nature, embrace some of that, and I'll see you guys in the morning.